You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building from the West Coast, Berner.
What up, what up, what up?
What's
Berner.
up, Berner?
What up? They say you the weed man, bro.
Man, you know what? I definitely been in the game for a minute. For sure. Through the thick and thins.
So you got a lot of dispensaries, or what is it?
You know, I'm responsible for you ever heard of Girl Scout cookies or gelato?
Yeah.
All that? Yeah, so we're responsible for that. Besides the dispensaries, we created our own flavor profile. So instead of just a strain cookies, it became a staple strain. You got OG Kush, you got Haze, you got things that had been around for a long time, Sour Diesel. Mm-hmm. Cookies kind of became its own phenomenon. And we bred a lot of things with it and just kind of created the illest shit on the market. Right?
I don't smell it on you, bro.
Oh, I'll let you smell something. I don't know if it's inappropriate.
No, you good by me.
You good?
Check this out. I just need to let the pack talk.
And the reason he sends it, well, I'm not gonna say send it. In that pack, you can't smell anything.
So look, this
I got like cookie T-shirts.
That's him.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, all right. Now it's all making sense.
So I wanted to educate your nose today.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? This is the limoncello right here.
Okay.
Envy, you smell this yet?
Damn.
That's that new right there.
Smell like some new flavor of Febreze.
Man, that shit is so amazing. It's insane.
It's like an indigo?
It's actually a hybrid. It's a lemonade and cherry pie. So lemonade, sativa, cherry pie, kind of a hybrid.
Oh, I can't do sativa. Sativa makes my anxiety
Gelato.
go through the roof. Damn.
That's gonna be your best friend.
That's indigo?
Yes. You're gonna smoke this tonight and just be on the couch watching Narcos, feeling good. Yeah.
Oh, so that's for me?
Oh yeah, this for y'all.
Oh man, thank you, my brother. God bless you and everything that you
And,
stand for.
This is called the Snow Montana right here, since I'm from, the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is stupid too.
Woo.
So if you notice, they're all so different. And that's what we do. We create menus. We master the menu.
How old are you?
34.
It's so weird being 40 and seeing how marijuana is packaged now.
It's weird being
You've been doing this for a while now.
It's weird, bro.
I used to take a sock and stuff a couple zips in it and hide it in my pants and fly from the Bay to Arizona when I was 16, 15.
Wow.
So from going to that to this is crazy. And how cutthroat this business is. The legal weed market, it's like the dope game times 10.
Let's talk about it. How did you get into selling marijuana?
Legally.
How you got 2 packs? We need to split that.
You don't smoke like that. You don't smoke like that.
Still though, I'm saying though.
You don't smoke like that.
I got people who smoke.
No.
How'd I get into the legal business? I was always like an enthusiast with it. I always loved the herb. And when I was 18, the first thing I did was get my cannabis card. And so growing up in San Francisco, you see, since 1996, they'd have dispensaries open. People coming out with these brown bags that smell so crazy and brownies and all this. So as soon as I turned 18, I got my card. I started going to the club. And I was working at a coffee shop at the time and bartending. So I was a bartender at 18, and I was working at the coffee shop, selling weed at the coffee shop. And I came in one day, and the lady that owned the store, she liked young dudes. She only had dudes working there. And she was like, "You look ridiculous in that coffee outfit. You want to come work here? I'll give you X amount of dollars an hour," and woo, woo, woo. So I started working at the front door.
How did you have to fuck her, though?
You know what? The feds actually asked me that getting off the plane, to be honest with you. They actually asked me if I was sleeping with her and if I was helping get money back and forth to Jamaica. I was like, "You're out of your mind. I would not hit that. I'm sorry. My dick has standards." You know what I'm saying? So, but from there, I moved up quick from just doing intake at the door to working the counter and selling the bud tending to actually running the shop. When I started buying the weed, so let's say you come in, you're like, "Bern, I got a pack of some Super Silver Haze at the time." I would negotiate the price and put it on the shelf and be responsible for making that shelf. That's how I really got in the game. Being able to establish those contacts at that age, at 18, to find plugs, to buy bulk, and to really design a shelf and to really know what's good and what's not good, how to get them prices good and make a little extra on top off the margins. I started realizing, man, this shit is crazy.
When did you know it was going to be like a major industry in the United States?
I always knew it was going to be big just because when I was working at the club, you'd have, off-duty cops coming in, you'd have nurses, you'd have all different walks of life coming in. The diversity in the herb game is crazy, so I knew it was going to be big. And that's why we created cookies. We're probably one of the first brands to ever put a logo on the herb. Mm-hmm. So what is Sour Diesel? Who is Sour Diesel? Mm-hmm. We don't know.
Nobody knows.
Who's OG Kush?
That's real.
Nobody knows. Who's Blue Dream? So I was looking at the shelf like, none of this shit has a logo. One day Big Alcohol is going to come in here, and they're going to buy brands. And fuck that. I'm going to get in. I'm going to build a brand. So that was kind of the goal early to build a brand.
Now you gave Wiz his own strand?
Yeah, I blessed him with the KK.
The KK is that's you?
Yeah, that's some. That was an OG Kush cut I've had for many years in the Sunset District of San Francisco, and I was bringing it to him as a homie, and he loved it. And I said, you know what, that's you. You can have that.
I smoked KK at in Austin. What's this? South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I only took like 2 puffs, and I don't smoke like that. I literally did nothing.
So
for
the
rest of
KK
night.
is a South Florida OG. That's what's in the Girl Scout cookies, and that's what is used to cross up all that. So that Snow Montana is a South Florida OG with the Girl Scout cookies. That's that. And so it's in gelato. It's in all. It's definitely staple in our menu for sure.
Now what about edibles?
I'm scared of edibles.
Me too, bro.
Them things fuck me up, and I've
I
had to
love 'em.
take some of the biggest rappers in the game to the hospital off edibles.
Really?
Yes, like legitimate. They come to the Bay. Back in the days, come to the dispensary, and they call me like New York cats too. I'm on the way to the spittle. Come with me. I need to know what I took. I'm like, bro, you just had a medicated lemonade. The edibles, it's a real body high. So we go outside and smoke a joint right now. It's mental. You could kind of turn it off if you need to, but when that drummer boy starts hitting that chest,
Hell yeah.
and you start feeling that motherfucker, and you start tripping off every feeling in your hands and your toes.
Your toes, your ears, your elbows.
that's when the problems come. I'm scared of edibles, but they're a big seller though.
It's what you said about smoking being mental is very, very true. Because even when you're tripping, you can just say, "All right, I'm high."
You can say, "Look, I'm high, and I feel this way because I just smoked some weed, and that's the way I should feel." So let's embrace this shit.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Now let's talk about you rapping now.
Yeah.
How did you get into the rap game? How did you start rapping? We
So-
know the marijuana was
Yeah.
successful.
So at the same time I was working at the coffee shop. You know, I was recording on the 8-track, and just I'm a fan of music before anything. And some cats that came up, you know, Bay Area rap cats, and they were buying weed from me, and they're like, "Oh, you know, you're pretty nice with the freestyles and whatnot. Come down and battle some motherfuckers at this little coffee shop that's down the street from my spot." It's like Haight-Ashbury District. So I started battle rapping people, and then, you know, at the time, I had a good amount of money from trapping, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and put some music out and fuck with it because I'm a fan of it. And it led to, you know, Rico was my 31st album I put out. And it's interesting because as an independent artist, first of all, I own my whole catalog. You know, 31 albums, all solid bodies of work. I look at it like a polo shirt. It's timeless music. It's not like a wave, like a kind of like a hype and sound of music. It's just real timeless, real shit. In the 31 albums I put out, I've only progressed. You know what I'm saying? And so I just did it as a passion. Instead of going out and trying to chase charts or trying to get on the radio or trying to do shit that people wanted to hear, I did shit that I wanted to do. I worked with artists I grew up listening to. I worked with people I wanted to work with, and I put them on beats that I wanted to hear them on. And that's been the key to my success is doing it like that. And also, you know, a lot of cats talk about selling weed and selling dope, and they glorify it. That's a really dark lifestyle. I've been through some shit, like some real shit. And so I feel like that lane is wide open for me right now, where it's like when you really could talk to people that could relate to that shit, and you could really preach that shit, and it's real and it's genuine, and people do their homework and they understand that what you're preaching is real. There's not a lot of people that are doing that right now. Now, people talk about selling dope, people whatnot, but we tell different stories. We tell like stories that people could really, really relate to. You know,
Why don't you have a problem talking about it though? Like you talk about selling drugs so free.
You know what? Because statute of limitations is real. I've been good. I've been good for a while. You know what I'm saying? When I had my daughter's 11. When I had my daughter, I was getting fucked with by the feds. They were pulling me off the plane at LAX. They were counting my money. They thought I was running money. They thought I was a mule. I didn't know what they thought I was doing. But as soon as that happened, my mom had passed away from cancer. And when she was dying, I played like hospice. I was her nurse. And I realized no one could raise my daughter the way that I could or my mom could. And with her being gone, that was over my backup plan. If something happens to me, my mom got her, it's good. But as soon as she left, I was like, I can't do this no more. And so that's when I started Cookies Clothing. And I put in 19 G's into Cookies Clothing. And last year we hit $12.8 million.
Wow.
Off merchandise. And that's why I feel freely talking about it, because I never look back. And people, you can only imagine rappers and entourages and people, what's up with the 100-pack? I need a box. And you late to the party, brother. I'm doing this rec shit, and there's big business on the table for it.
Do you feel any, survivor's guilt for all the guys that are in jail right now with these unjust drug sentences?
I don't, because there's a thing called an equity program, and what it's for is for people that have been in trouble for weed to be able to get in the business. And a lot of the big business people are using these people. They'll be like, yo, let's say you got cut up. Charlamagne, I'm going to give you a rack a month. Let me use your name. I'm going to put on this license. We're doing something different at Cookies. We're getting a place in Oakland, And we're going to go find people that really got caught up. We're going to put them in a small grow container and teach them how to grow, maybe introduce them to their own strain and educate them and put them in the game the right way. So I feel like we're going to give back genuinely while big businesses come in and trying to push out all the culture. We're going to really bring people in and teach them and let them know that you got a right to be in the business. Let's show you how to get in the business. We got the distribution, the manufacturing, the production. We got the knowledge. My breeders are creating new strains all the time. So instead of just using people for an equity program, I'm gonna give back. I'm a people, put them in.
Let's break that down a little bit more. What's called equity what?
Equity program.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, so a lot of people haven't because, like I said, big business is masking it. So if you've been in trouble for weed in California, there's a program that allows you to be, and you actually have the first right to be in business. So if you're from East Oakland or you're from LA, in order to get a license for a store or cultivation, you have to have someone on an equity program. And of course, big business says, I would just pay these guys off, give them a couple $1,000 a month, use their name, no big deal. We're like, man, that's actually dope to be able to take someone that's been in trouble for it, because I've risked my freedom for it, and to be able to actually put them in the game and help and actually document this shit and really show people that, people still care. I think it's going to be pretty interesting.
Do you still feel like a drug dealer?
Hell yeah. You know why? Because the legal weed game is shady, bro. Like, you got to think, like, I'm a Latin cat in this, and I've been in it, and I got deep roots, and I got culture, and I got product. This pack speaks. They don't want to see me in it do my thing, and other groups try to push us out hard. So I feel like it's just because of the drama that comes with it, the stress. Like, sometimes I wake up and have to deal with things that feels like I'm waiting on that box still. You got butterflies in your stomach tripping off this shit. Like, it's just kind of like, it's crazy.
Are you branched outside of LA right now, or outside of Cali?
Yeah. We're working on something out here on the East Coast. We're definitely looking into Florida. I'm just trying to be smart. Like, how I own my music. I could right now do a licensing deal and have a nationwide deal for storefronts. We've already been offered, close to $800 million to buy cookies.
Wow.
But
from who though? Like,
Canadian stock.
Okay.
All the Canadians are in the game right now. They have these big public companies. They'll offer you $800 million in stock, and maybe some of it will be cash or whatnot. But the way I see it is like, that ain't the move. Keep this in line, build it, wait till alcohol comes or wait till someone comes that will really cash out and do it the right way in the beast. So, instead of me spreading out through licensing deals, I'm literally just one store by, I'm just building it up, getting my money, putting it back into it. I want to own my shit.
Y'all could have like the cookie cafes when it really.
We have the Cookies Campus in the Bay.
Really?
So it's a spot where we have distribution, manufacturing, production, cultivation, breeding, and we're actually going to start rolling up brands. So brands that have the street buzz, the street hype, that have something going, but don't have the legal footprint, that don't have the platform and the legal. We're going to start rolling them up in the campus. And kind of like, I'm from the Bay, Facebook. That's how I'm looking at it. Everyone's talking about the Apple of weed or the Starbucks of weed. That's not what it is. We want to do the Facebook of weed.
Gotcha.
We want to find a young talent, put him in there, get this shit cracking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, the new project is out right now.
Learn something new every day.
You got everybody on it. Kevin Gates, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Young Buck, of course, Cameron, Jim Jones, everybody. What's next for you musically?
Man, you know what? We and Wiz have an album that's been done for about a year. About to probably a couple years, about to drop that. I got a project with Kevin Gates probably in the works too. Shout out to Gates. I'm just gonna keep working, man. This shit is fun. Like, I do this for fun. You know what I'm saying? And people are really fucking with it. So I'm just gonna keep rocking that shit. Been able to sell out shows nationwide. Every year we got the 420 show in the Bay, 8,700 people. No radio play, no major push. So I think I'm just motivated to keep going, really.
Dope.
And I appreciate you for joining us, and thank you for holding me down. Every time I'm on the West, I call Berner up, and Berner make sure I got a package or something waiting for me.
Man, if I come to the East, you got it too. You just got to make sure you guys break that down. I know the boys in the lobby wanted a little something too, you know what I'm saying?
You got anything else in your pocket? That's all you...
Man, that's all I got right now.
What's wrong with you, man?
all you got to do is pull up though, man. So I'm going to be out here for a few days, man.
Word.
Yeah, if you enjoy that, let me know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're going to find out tonight. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Berner.
Yeah.
Good morning.